Yo, so crash bang wallop, baby. Man, 7 fights. I went 3-4 here. 3-4, you know? But good fights. Some good fights, right? I mean, the Charlie Judice against Unazi Dubin. Started off the card, and like Judice was using her range well, but she was getting drawn into the pocket a lot. She definitely was getting drawn in, but Dubin, when she's looking for the big power punch, she was leaning. Judice saw that and landed the head kick. Whew! Landed a head kick to put her out. That was impressive. Then we had followed that up with another ladies clash. That was the versus flyweights. Then we went to the bantamweights, right? And all you can think is she took her head. Zombie, 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 ay, ay, ay. Patricia Cachoeira just demolished Jazani Nunes. Woo! I mean, these ladies came out blazing. There was no feeling out process. They went to war. They went to war straight. But Cachoeira was, man, she was using her length, right? Losing her length to just unbalance Nunes. And Nunes, again, right? She's trying to throw the power shot. For whatever reason, she's ducking her head, right? It's like when you're kids, some people shut their eyes when they threw a punch or something. And it's just like, yo, you can't do that shit. You know what I mean? Especially if in the professional leagues, right? The playground's one thing. The octagon is something else. So, Shorty ducked her head, and Cachoeira landed a thunderous, people. It was a thunderous uppercut. Put her lights out. Man. It's funny, right? Because just last week, someone on the Anik and Florian podcast, like someone had written in and was talking about the women's fights and how they're all going to the distance and it's boring and boom, boom, boom. And then here we have two finishes and, a head kick. Like, people can get finished by a kick, right? But an uppercut, hey, that's something. That is something, right? So, boy, I was definitely, I was happy with those fights, people. In the flyweight division, with the men's, we had Daniel Baez against Andre Lima. Now, this one, I mean, Lima always just looked a step ahead. He always looked just that next level. You know what I mean? He just looked that next level. And we really did see it. What did I say about that fight? I wrote it in my notes. Oh, yes, because Lima got the takedown, right? He got the takedown. And, I say, Lima looked a level above Baez, but Baez was in it. He was fighting. He didn't try and find a way out. He wasn't, he came to fight. So when he got taken down, in the third. He scrambled, right? Did a good scramble to try and get up. But Lima just took that back seamlessly. Took that back and then took that neck, right? Took that neck. It was impressive. It was very, very impressive. So was Carlos Vera. Carlos Vera against Josiah Moza. Right, bantamweight class. Moza was just thunderous shots. Thunderous shots. Oh, I mean, you definitely could see that he will be something, right? If he can perfect his takedown defense, he will definitely be a contender, because everything else looked on point, people. Now, what did I say? Oh, yes, that was it. Man, Vera landed a head kick, right? The crazy thing was, he threw a head kick earlier in the round. And Moses was just like, really? And what? He just ate it. Didn't give a fuck. Right? Now, threw another one. And I think because Moses was moving, it caught him off balance. So he went down. And Vera, just quick as a motherfucker, jumped on him, took that back, sunk in that rear naked. It was just, Moses, he tried to fight the hands, but man, Vera was just too slick. It was under the neck and under the chin, either under the neck, under the chin, right? If it was under the neck, I don't know where that would be. That's the stomach. But yeah, he took that neck, baby. He took that neck. Now, I will say, right, we had the heavyweight clash, Ryan Spann against Waldo Cortez Acosta. And, when I was breaking this one down, I was like, Waldo Acosta, he's only lost once, right? He's been on a run, but he's looked very lackadaisical for the most part. He's looked very lackadaisical. Not last night. Yo, my man came out hungry. This was probably the best we have ever seen him. It's the best we've ever seen him. There was a lot of big shots thrown. There was a lot of, near misses early on. It was the other thing I was talking about as well with Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann, real talented when he turns it on, when he puts it together. But when things are going awry, they really do. So it's always a difficult one picking with Spann, because he can be a bit. But in the last fight, it looked like he was getting it back together. It's looking like he'd found his confidence, you know what I mean? But just early on in this fight, his body language just looked off. It was very odd. It was very odd, It was hard to really put your finger on it. It's like he slowed down a lot in the second round. And he was gassing. Now, he did get hit with a big shot from Cortez Acosta, right? But, you know what I mean? That shouldn't take everything from you. And it's just like he'd lost his mojo, right? try to give him the talk, right? Try to pep him up. And he did well. He did a good talk, but it didn't seem to help Span. Didn't seem to help, unfortunately. Yeah. And Acosta. Acosta just landed a very big, heavy shot, right? It was he landed thunderous right, and then it was ground and pound. And that's all she wrote. Now, what was the most insane thing? Our next two fights, right? We had the light heavyweight clash between Bredison Rivera and Daya Nurgahai. And then the bantamweight clash, Damona Blackshear against Cody Gibson. Back-to-back Kimoras. It reminded me of, I cannot remember the card, but we had the back-to-back body slam knockouts. It was like late last year. You know what I mean? But back-to-back Kimoras. I don't think that's ever happened before. Right? Now, Bredison Rivera, because Daya came in overweight, right? But as I think it was Bisping said, right? Rivera didn't really push the pace, right? But you think push the pace, and if someone was trying to cut, they're going to be gassed in that second round, but Rivera didn't really try and push that pace. And so early in the second round, Nurgahai took him down, but Bredison just locked up a Kimura, reversed position, got on top, but carried on with that Kimura. But some people use a Kimura to just get the reversal, right? Now you're on top. Now you land ground and pound or whatever, you get up. But no. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take the arm. Right? I'm going to take the arm. And that's what he did. Oh, it was fire. And then we had Damona Blackshear, Cody Gibson. And that fight, people, that was a fun fight, right? Gibson was like this. Blackshear started real slow, right? And I mean, when he was talking to Bisping afterwards, he was just like, I ate too much food. I was like feeling real sluggish at the beginning, and because he did start real slow, and Gibson did not. Gibson came, he came to show out, right? But as things went on, Blackshear, he found his mojo. Gibson got a Gibson got a takedown. It was a bit similar to the last fight. Gibson got a takedown. Blackshear reverses it, not with the Kimura though. Reverses it, landed some ground strikes, right? Rounded some ground and pound, pow, 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 pow. Then hit that Kimura, and he took home an arm as well. You know what I mean? So, hey, they were subs, right? But we definitely had a little crash bang wallop beforehand. So, yeah. Oh, man. We had some good fights, people. Good fights.